What's good, YTBC? What's good, fight fans, boxing heads around the world? B Marsh with another boxing video. So big ups to the lineal champion, the WBC champ at light heavyweight, Mr. Adonis Stevenson. You know, he got that strap fellas like Roy Jones held, fellas like Bob Foster, you know what I mean? Fellas like Michael Spinks, you know what I'm saying? Who else had this prestigious belt, man? The lineal title. Darius Michikowski had it, you know what I'm saying? Matthew Saad Muhammad had this WBC belt, you know what I mean? So this belt that he has, you know, it's a belt that it's a great belt, man. Dwight Kawhi had this belt, you know what I mean? You check it. This is a great belt that the WBC lineal champion has, Adonis Stevenson. Well, Adonis Stevenson says he wants to win of the Ward Kovalev rematch. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna quote this man so y'all could hear what he talking about. Quote: "I want unification. I want to unify the titles. I want the winner of Ward and Kovalev to unify the titles. The fans want that. It's been a while now, and it's time for 175 to have one king. I'm the king of the light heavyweight champions, and I want all the titles in my hands. The fans want that too." I think it's 50-50 when they asked Ward about the winner of Kovalev versus Ward. He says, I think it's 50-50. But if it goes 12 rounds, it'll be a close decision, and Andre Ward is going to win the fight. If it don't go the distance, Kovalev has power. But in a fight like that, you never know. There can be a headbutt or something. You never know what can happen. End quote. And here's the last statement from him. Quote: I think Ward, when they asked him about who won the fight between Ward and Kovalev, won. He says, I think Ward won the fight because he finished strong. He went on the floor, but he got up and finished strong. That's part of the match. It was good for Kovalev to send him on the floor, but Andre Ward finished the fight strong. All right. Reason I'm making this video, man, yesterday I seen a video about Colossal Boxing Talk. Big up to Colossal Boxing Talk, you know what I mean? I think some be represented from Alabama or something, because, you know, he's had some nice Deontay Wilder interviews on Colossal Boxing Talk. Good channel, man. Smooth Cat and Big Cool and all them, you know what I mean? But, you know, the man, Colossal Boxing Talk came out with a video yesterday basically calling Adonis Stevenson a chickenson, Adonis Chickenson. I guess it was basically like a prediction of the fight coming up between Adonis Stevenson and Fanfora this weekend, actually, June 3rd out of Quebec. You know what I mean? That's going to be a good card right there, man. I love, and I repeat that, I love all them cards out there in Montreal, Quebec. That's one of my bucket lists, to be on the real, to go out to a fight out there in Montreal or Quebec in French Canada, you know what I'm saying? I'd love to see Adonis Stevenson fight, you know what I mean? But, you know, the reason I made this video, you know, the man, people be calling Adonis Stevenson all kind of names. Adonis Chickenson, or they call him a bum or a coward, you know what I'm saying? And I had to ask Colossal Boxing Talk, how is this man a coward, you know what I mean? I mean, who calls out Adonis Stevenson? Who wants to fight him? You know what I'm saying? I gave numerous examples before, you know what I mean? I showed fellas how Kovalev ducked the purse bid. You know what I'm saying? He ducked the purse bid that was supposed to be held in Mexico. Kathy Duva and then pulled out of that purse bid. We would have been had that Kovalev versus Adonis Stevenson fight by 2015. Or even early, was it 2016? You know what I'm saying? That's when I first read the article. I remember it was last year, sometime in the spring. Mauricio Suleiman said Adonis Stevenson is not to blame for the Kovalev versus Stevenson fight not going through, because Kathy Duva then pulled out the purse bid. Nobody called the man Kovalev a coward or a bum or a chicken or whatever. You know what I'm saying? That was on them. You know what I mean? Initially, the man Adonis Stevenson was on HBO with Kovalev, you know what I'm saying? That was a fight that we're trying to build up, the network, HBO, all right? The fight never happened, you know what I'm saying? The man, Adonis Stevenson, he signed with Al Heyman. Okay, ladies and gents, boxing heads and fight fans around the world. Should the man Adonis Stevenson say, fuck Al Heyman, I'm not going to sign with you right now. I'll sign with you after I get this fight with Kovalev? Come on now, the man got the most money he ever got when he signed with Al Heyman. It was a lucrative opportunity, and when I say lucrative, just go look at Adonis Stevenson's fucking Instagram. G, go look at how my man be stunting up there in Canada, man. Man is paid, you know what I mean? Be having all them kind of supercars, Lambos, Bentleys, and what you call them, Phantom Rolls Royces. You know what I'm saying? My man Adonis Stevenson is living good up there in Canada. You know what I'm saying? Okay. But this is what I'm asking. You guys wanted Adonis Stevens to say, forget about Al Heyman right now. Sorry, I want to fight Kovalev, and then maybe we could talk. No, my dude, the man got offered a vicious contract because of coming off big wins off of who'd he beat on HBO? Chad Dawson, Tavares Cloud, and then Tony Bellew. You know what I'm saying? Then the man got a shot with Al Heyman. And guess what? The man, B-Hop and Golden Boy at them times was still with Al Heyman, the one on the Showtime side. B-Hop was on Showtime. That was a fight that we're talking about, you know what I mean? That was a fight that were actually in negotiations. Adonis Stevenson versus B-Hop on Showtime. The man Adonis Stevenson was being lowballed by B-Hop. Let's be honest. He was being lowballed, you know what I mean? And he was a lineal champ. He was a WBC lineal champ. How you going to lowball the man, you know what I mean? I know B-Hop was more guy, you know, he had more accomplishments on his resume, but Adonis Stevenson was being lowballed by B-Hop, okay? Besides that, B-Hop and them, they jumped ship. They went from Golden Boy, remember, Golden Boy brought Canelo and all their roster after they split up with Al Heyman. They brought all their roster to HBO. Canelo went from Showtime to HBO. B-Hop went from Showtime to HBO. What's the man Adonis Stevenson to do? Run back to HBO to chase both of these guys? Now he has a contract on Showtime. Them fellas can't fight on HBO. You know what I'm saying? So that's one other thing right there. B-Hop, in my opinion, them fellas was lowballing this young... He's actually not even young, but I'm going to get to that in a sec. He was lowballing this powerful Haitian southpaw right here because he knows what it is. B-Hop said, you know what? On the real, Kovalev is probably an easier fight. That's what he thought. Probably an easier fight, but really and truly, it probably was the easier fight, you know what I mean? Because I'll get to that in a second. All right? Okay. You know what I'm saying? A guy like Fonfora, who Adonis Stevenson will be facing a second time, Fonfora is a better name than any and everybody on the man Kovalev's record, you know what I'm saying? Besides B-Hop and Andre Ward, you know what I mean? You check it. The man Fonfora, yes, he knocked out... he got knocked out by Joe Smith. Joe Smith Jr. knocked out B-Hop, you know what I'm saying? That's a nice triangle theory right there, you know? But the man, Adonis Stevenson, you know what I'm saying? This guy has been the champion for a minute. I think this is going to be his 7th title defense. And like I said, Fonfora is a better name than fellas like, than everybody besides Kovalev. I'm sorry, besides B-Hop and Andre Ward, you know what I mean? So that's a good fighter that the man Adonis Stevenson will be in there again with, you know what I mean? We'll see if this man, the man Chad Dawson just got beat by Fonfora. And Chad Dawson was whooping, he was giving that man Fonfora work, you know what I mean? That was a good-ass fight. He was giving him that work. And, the man Chad Dawson just got caught at the end, you know what I mean? He got caught at the end by the powerful, more younger, the Polish guy, you know what I'm saying? Fonfora, you know what I mean? But this guy, Adonis Stevenson, in my opinion, this guy's 40 years old. Joe Smith Jr., matter of fact, he's a guy who also ducked the man B-Hop. The fight was going to be in Nashville Coliseum where the hockey team, the Islanders, play out there in fucking Long Island, New York, you know what I'm saying? And it was going to be like a brand new refurbished arena. That was going to bring the man Superman out there. But this guy... LaGuardia and Star Entertainment, that's the guys who promote the man Joe Smith Jr. These guys were outpricing themselves. They were acting like the A-side. They wanted control of everything from the ticket sales, all this stuff, you know what I'm saying? And really and truly, them fellas ain't the A-side. Adonis Stevenson is. So Adonis Stevenson, I mean, the negotiations didn't go through. That should have been an easy negotiation. I'm sure Adonis Stevenson would have loved to take that fight, knock out this guy, the guy who knocked out B-Hop, the white dude, man. What's his name? I just said it. Joe Smith Jr., you know what I mean? You check it. Adonis Stevenson would have done that with a grin, you know what I'm saying? Top Dog Williams, a lot of people wanted to see that fight with B-Hop. Y'all got it. B-Hop, this guy, I said with B-Hop, but Adonis Stevenson knocked him out. Then you're going to call Top Dog Williams a bum. What do you want, man? You know what I'm saying? This guy, Adonis Stevenson, is 40 years old, 39 years old, pushing 40. Who calls Adonis Stevenson out? Who calls him out? You know what I'm saying? Andre Ward was once asked about about Adonis Stevenson. The man didn't say much. He tried to brush him off. All he said is, Adonis Stevenson has to ask Al Heyman if he can come out and play. Why didn't Andre Ward just say, yeah, I'd love to see that match, man. You know, I'm here at 175. I'd love to get the lineal title in the WBC. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'd love to get them titles. I'd love to fight Stevenson. Well, Andre Ward hasn't quite confirmed that he wants to fight. I just read you this article right here. And this ain't the first time Adonis Stevenson said he wants to win over Kovalev Ward. You know what I mean? When Pascal fought Kovalev the first time out there in Canada, you know what I'm saying? These two guys were negotiating. They were talking. They wanted to fight Adonis Stevenson and Kovalev. But the man Kovalev and their team, man, they just not trying to budge and trying to make us, what I mean? They're not trying to give any room for negotiation for the man Adonis Stevenson, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, that fight hasn't quite happened. I don't know if it'll happen, you know what I'm saying? It just might. We don't know. We don't know. These guys might retire and that fight will never happen. 5-10 years down the line, I might make a video of the fights we never got to see: Adonis Stevenson versus Kovalev, or Adonis Stevenson versus Ward. I don't know. We'll see. And mind you got to remember, this guy Stevenson, who used to be a mandatory back in the day when Adonis Stevenson was at 168, he was the mandatory for Andre Ward. Andre Ward never gave him that shot. You know what I'm saying? So riddle me that, you know what I mean? I like Andre Ward and all that, you know, but don't, you know, in my opinion, I think Stevenson beats him. I'm not even going to make a prediction for Fonfora versus Stevenson, man. I'm not going to do that because I don't know what's going to happen. And it's not because Fonfora is a bum. That's because this guy, this southpaw with a kind of Sonny Liston type reach, long-ass reach, you know what I'm saying? Southpaw, the man goes to the body, you know what I'm saying? Sets you up beautifully with that jab, man. This guy, you know, he'll bring problems for any and everybody at 175. And that's including Andre Ward. Andre Ward won his last fight. I had him winning slightly by a point. But that wasn't the best Andre Ward I've ever seen. And in my opinion, Andre Ward is fading. Not fading like he's a bum, no. But he's not that guy from the Super 6, you know what I mean? This guy, Adonis Stevenson, is a fresh 39 years old, a guy who started boxing late, a guy who hasn't been in too many wars, you know what I'm saying, because he's laying opponents down. The man put Sakio Bika on the canvas numerous times. Sakio Bika got a chin. He came back. He wanted more. Stevenson gave him that work, you know what I mean? He ain't knock him out. That was impressive by Sakio Bika to stay in there, but the man did get dropped numerous times. Because Superman, you know what he do, man, you know what I mean? And big ups to my man Scorsese, man. Scorsese, I mean, he had some videos on Superman, and he put fellas in check. He carried fellas. He carried fellas like a bag from the grocery store, you know what I mean? Put them in check about Adonis Stevenson, and fellas ain't even respond back, you know what I mean? They were basically trying to say that the man Scorsese's trying to ride their wave, you know? I think that was kind of, that I thought that was, an immature way to handle it. You know, this is boxing. You know, could have mature debates, you know what I'm saying? Some fellas think Adonis Stevenson's a chickenson. Well, Scorsese put him in check and let him know he's not, and fellas ain't even have no rebuttal. So I got to give my man kudos for that, man, because I'm a fan of Adonis Stevenson. I ain't no fanboy, believe that. But I don't like the kind of tarnish and the kind of negative words people throw out the man Adonis Stevenson. Your favorite fighter at light heavyweight ain't calling this man out. Your favorite fighter at 175 ain't trying to get in the ring with an old Superman. If Superman was such a bum, coward, or a chickenson, why won't nobody go knock his 40-year-old ass out? Nobody want to do that, man, because this guy Adonis Stevenson will probably lay your favorite fighter out, and that's including Andre Ward. That's B-Marsh Boxing. That's my word. That's how I feel about it. The fight with Fonfora this weekend's a good fight. I can't wait to see it. Can't wait to see Superman fight every single time, man. I can't wait. B-Marsh Boxing, leave your thoughts and comments, and I'm going to catch you on the next vid. And I'm out. 1.